welcome back to my third PvP Locked Hardcore Iron Man video, where I plan to make the final upgrades before beginning combat. Just quickly knocking out some early rune crafting levels with all of the pure essence we obtained from the Wintertod crates, because when it comes to doing the Arceus library for rune crafting experience, the experience per book is 4 times your current level, so getting the first ones done before you start that will greatly improve the beginning experience rates. There was enough pure essence to get to 6 rune crafting, leaving enough to be able to do quests later. Before starting leveling combat, I'm going to make sure to do things that require a lot of inventory space, such as rune crafting, so that I don't have to bother later on. So I think I'm going to go straight to 55 rune crafting now at the Arceus library, as that's the level required to get a quest point cape. I've been at the Arceus library for a while now and made it up to 40 rune crafting, and I'm voicing over this clip now because although it doesn't look particularly dangerous, this Obby Mauler account is probably the only account that can actually one-shot me at this level, so this is probably the closest I've actually been to dying on this account so far. Luckily he was a couple of steps behind me and didn't ever manage to quite catch up. Despite knowing that I'm continuing to be stalked by this Obby Mauler, I'm still trying to get away from him, which was a terrible idea, as you're about to see, because he has a Chronicle Teleport exactly the same as me, and he is also carrying, as you'll see shortly, snare runes. So this is the first time I've had to tab to get away. That's one of our 5 safe escapes used up. I think it would be a bit of an excessive investment to get a rune axe at this point, so I'm just going to grab an adamant and also a mithril ready for when we do the Avaz quest. Just finished off 50 fletching and another cat at the same time, so I can get this handed in and then probably carry on with rune crafting. I think I'll eventually go for 55 fletching to make sure I can make broads when I get around to combat. After the run-in with that Obby Mauler, I've decided that I'll probably lamp up to 30 hit points and then maybe do a couple of diaries just to make sure I'm completely safe. Here is one. Unfortunately, coming to the museum to do some hit points training was actually a terrible idea, because at the same time I was trying to work on some real life work and I wasn't giving it 100% attention. And if you look closely, in this clip whilst I'm at the bank, you can see one of Hamgard's accounts just run into frame on the edge of the minimap for a split second and leave. And I wasn't looking at all at this point, I was AFK in the bank, so I had no idea that he was there. And somehow he managed to perfectly time logging in underneath me with the moment I clicked to start collecting these rocks again, at which point I tabbed out for, 15-20 seconds, something like that, and took a half dozen Obby Maul smacks to the face, which eventually whittled me down. So, regrettably, I am dead. So, I'm really sorry, but that is the end of at least Season 1 of PvP Hardcore Iron Man. But I am making a new account, the aptly named Don't AFK Idiot, and will be making new videos again on it soon.